Our last speaker is just a remarkable young man. He is the recipient of the Veteran Scholarship. He is set to graduate this year with a degree in kinesiology and pursue a career in sports marketing. Rob Mongold served 8 years in the United States Army as a medic and was deployed 3 times, twice to Iraq and once to Thailand. He is extremely committed to helping fellow veterans as they navigate their way through this big university. Please welcome to our stage Rob Mongold. Rob.
First off, I would just like to say thank you, and thank you. I'm only able to stand up here a month from graduation because of the generosity of people like you. I'm a student, I graduated in a month, and I stand up here as a model student. I study hard, I get good grades, and I give back to my peers. I work for the Student Engagement Office at the Stamp Student Union. I'm a peer advisor leader for the PAVE program, which is a program I helped bring here that mentors young veterans. And I work sports marketing for Maryland Athletics. Go Terps. I'm here tonight for an important reason. I'm able to attend this great university because I was given a second chance. I was an Army medic with 2 tours to Iraq, with the second one ending only months before I started the University of Maryland. After having spent the last few years in the Army, I felt like I could do anything. I thought I was invincible and I could take the whole world on, and I would never ask for help because that would make me weak. Unfortunately, I needed help badly. Like so many of my peers, I had a hard time leaving the war and the things I saw over there behind. I struggled every night with nightmares. Sorry, first speech ever, so you gotta bear with me a little bit, but yeah. I wish more than anything I'd taken a year to decompress, to become a normal civilian again, and to get, back to normal. But unfortunately, I didn't. But life is not about regrets. I'm happy to be up here today, and the past is the past. And I truly believe the strongest person is not the person who never gets knocked down, but the person that gets knocked down and keeps getting back up. During my first time in Maryland, I struggled every night with guilt and nightmares of every patient I didn't save. I couldn't sleep more than a few hours a night, and eventually the lack of sleep caught up with me. I was a pre-med major who couldn't focus for anything more than a few minutes, and I was falling asleep in class daily. I started to do poorly as I just couldn't focus. The lack of sleep and failing what I was trying to do made me fall into a deep depression. Saving lives is the greatest and most meaningful thing I've ever done in my life. And there wasn't a doubt in my mind I wanted to be a doctor. That was all that I ever wanted to be, and I was failing at it. I was failing miserably, and it just made me feel terrible myself. Around this time, my unit redeployed without me, and the guilt of me not being there for my guys, coupled with the depression I was experiencing, all but crippled me emotionally. I just thought my friend Buberos was shot multiple times. He didn't ask for help. Why do I deserve it? That would make me weak. But I stand up here today and I say I need help, and it's okay to ask. It doesn't make me less of a person. I was actually asked to leave the University of Maryland because of my poor grades, and I bounced around from job to job, miserable and feeling like a failure. Shortly afterwards, I hit a bottom. My girlfriend of 3 years left me because she said she couldn't be with a loser. I got to the point where it felt like everyone had given up on me, and most of all, I'd given up myself. As many of you know, there's an epidemic out there with veterans and suicide, and if it wasn't for my safety net, my incredible loving family here, I'd probably just be another sad statistic. I'd hit a bottom, and I didn't know what to do. The only thing I could do is I reached out to the woman I now call my guardian angel, Dr. Marsha Gunsler-Stevens, and I said, help me. How do I get my life back on track? I'm at the lowest I've ever been, and I need to get back. When the pain gets bad enough, they say you'll change. And that's the point I had to get to myself. So anyways, I spoke to someone, I started getting help, started figuring out ways to help me sleep at night, and just kind of deal with my emotions. I started at community college, Anne Arundel, great place, and I got straight A's for 2 semesters. And then came the moment of truth, my time to apply back for readmittance to the University of Maryland. My first day back was the greatest day of my life. I remember walking past the big M circle and just tearing up my eyes, because I know I made it. I made it back. From being at the very bottom of my life, where I had no hope, I made it back. And, it was just the greatest day of my life. But unfortunately, I had wasted the majority of my military educational benefits in my struggles. And I can only now afford to go to school because of the generosity of you people. I'm a veteran scholarship, and I can only afford to go to school thanks to the generosity of the faculty, staff members, and members of this university that have helped me to get here. The scholarships that provide by benefactors like you are able to give people like me a second chance. And I would just like to say thank you, and thank you for giving me that chance, the thing I want most in the world, to graduate from the University of Maryland, the best university in Maryland, the best university in the world. Sorry. Anyways, thank you so much, and I promise I will not let you down, and I can't wait till I have a job and I can pay it back forward. Thank you very much.
Are these your parents?
My parents, right?
There's your parents, Catherine and Bob. Catherine and Bob, stand up, please, stand up. I'm pretty sure you did a great job. You got a standing ovation. I think you did okay, Rob. That was just terrific. I do want to tell you all, this was my first speech, too. See, it doesn't work. See, I didn't get the applaud. I got nothing. But I got so much. That was just terrific, and thank you for your service.